What is up, you guys? Welcome to another video.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry.
My name is Marissa Linnell. If you are not new here, hi and welcome back. If you are new here, I do not know about you here, but I love that for us. On this channel, we talk about all things life because life is life in the hell out of all of us, and we are going through it together right here, right now on this channel. But mainly we talk about femininity and personal development. So if either of those things interest you, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. First, I do want to apologize for today's lighting. I am trying some new areas out in my house to record because we got a little invasion going on. Things are changing. Life is life and invasions are happening. So I am trying out new areas, and the lighting situation is a little bit so I do apologize for that. But we're gonna get it together. But this is what we're doing today, okay? So, as you can tell by today's title, we are going to talk about ways to reset our lives. This could not have come at a better time because I lately have just been feeling like I am not living to my full potential. And for those of you that do not know, I have recently just given birth to my first child. And as amazing as that is, and as fulfilled as I am in that aspect of my life, I still am in desperate need for a reset. So, this needs to happen. I want to make sure I do this before the new year because come 2025, I want to be that new me. I want to be set in my new ways. I want the changes to already have happened. I want to live the life that I want to live in 2025. So I'm starting the reset now, early, before the new year happens. I just want to make sure in 2025 I am maximizing my time. And I think you should be wanting to maximize your time too. So instead of us waiting until 2025 to make the changes, let's make the changes now so that we are living the life that we want to live in 2025 together. So in this video, I am going to talk about some practical, maintainable ways to reset your lives. Maintainable being the key word here because we can sit here and talk about tips and tricks all day, but if they're not maintainable, then what are we talking about? And why are we talking at all? So let's get into it. So first is a mindset reset, okay? Changes will not happen if your mindset is just not there. So we need to do the work to make sure that we are making the mindful changes, the mindset changes, mind over matter, right? Which essentially just means using the willpower to overcome all of our changes and our challenges. The mind is a powerful tool. And a lot of times our self-doubt hinders us from becoming our better selves. And when I start thinking about self-doubt, I start thinking about this one quote. Do you guys remember the movie Cinderella Story with Hilary Duff? That whole movie was based around one quote. And that quote was, "Don't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game." And that quote literally means more to me now than it ever did in my younger days. The older I get, the more things that I want to accomplish and the more fear I have. And I think it's more so being afraid of the unknown and the uncertainty of it all. But I know that in order for me to overcome all of my fears of failing, I need to actually change my mindset around it. And I need to adopt a mindset that believes otherwise. And the way that we encourage a mindset shift is simply changing our approach and our outlook on things. That looks like, instead of saying something like, "I can't do this," we say, "I can learn to do this." Instead of saying something like, "I give up," we can say, "I will try again." Just reframing our thoughts alone is a powerful skill, and it is a skill that will take time, but it will help us release all of our negative thoughts that are holding us back from becoming our better selves and achieving our dreams and our goals. Next is cleansing your space. A cluttered space leads to a cluttered mind. At least it does for me. Having a cluttered space honestly gives me like internal chaos, and I feel extremely stressed and I become extremely overwhelmed. So we want to make sure that we are decluttering our space as much as possible, slowly but surely over time. This is something that I have started. I have started in my closets. And in reality, what I really want is a whole new wardrobe altogether. So I'm literally giving away shit left and right. But it does feel damn good to just see my closet getting lighter and lighter. And we don't just want to stop at decluttering our physical space. If you have watched any of my other personal development videos, you will hear that I talk about a digital detox a lot, or just essentially decluttering your digital space. I am huge on this, and I do this whenever I see fit, not just when it's time for a life reset. I do this any random day of the week at any given time. This is my take on it. The content you consume is the content you become. It's like that saying, birds of a feather flock together, right? Or you are who you hang around. It's the exact same thing, except it's in the digital world. So be mindful of the things that you are consuming. Unfollow all those toxic accounts, the accounts that have nothing to do with who you are trying to become. Limit your screen time. There is such thing as too much screen time. Too much screen time definitely takes away from you working on yourself and things that you need to work on to better yourself, right? And to become the person that you want to become and do the things that you want to do and live to your full potential. Just really focus on creating a positive online environment for yourself. Next is establish new routines. Routines are extremely important because they keep us on track. I love a good routine, okay? So now is going to be the time to start solidifying your new routine and what that routine looks like for you going into the new year. I am currently trying to figure out a new routine for myself. I felt like I had a really great solid routine, a routine that literally maximized my time and made me extremely productive. And I now have to redo that and create a new routine for myself, being a mom and figuring out what that routine looks like for not just me, but for my daughter as well. And I honestly do love it because I really do love creating a great routine. It's honestly just the type A in me. So sit back and figure out what kind of routines that you want to incorporate going into the new year. What does the girl of your dreams day-to-day life look like? We have to start living in it. So what kinds of things does she do on a daily basis? Does she meditate? Does she journal? Does she exercise? Does she visit a cute coffee shop every day? Does she get creative and create her own coffee every day at home, trying different recipes? Does she read, or does she listen to books on tape, or does she listen to podcasts? And if she does, what kind of podcasts does she listen to? Is she into like the entrepreneur podcast, girl talk podcast, real estate, personal development? There are so many pieces of our life that I think people don't even realize, but there are so many pieces of our lives that we can set into a routine. No one's routine is ever gonna look the same, right? But what I will say is that every routine should have some sort of healthy habit aspect. So whether that be exercise, staying hydrated, incorporating healthy meals. And the number one thing for a successful routine is time management. So make sure you are time blocking and prioritizing in a way that structures your day to maximize productivity and personal growth. But have fun with it. This is the time to incorporate things that you may have wanted to try, have not been able to try. This is the time to do it. So have fun with it. Next is invest in your self-development. Learn a new skill. This can look like challenging yourself to new online courses, workshops, new workout classes, learning a new hobby. And another way to invest in self-development is through like mentorship and networking, right? So I absolutely encourage you guys to seek out mentors, coaches, positive influences. I know I am. It would be nice to do like an in-person, like one-on-one basis type things for these things, but we live in a world where everything is just literally available at your fingertips. So if this is something that you can't do in person, or maybe you just don't want to, maybe finding some sort of coach or mentor or social influence online, following podcasts or YouTube videos or anything like that, that is still investing in your self-development, okay? Because investing is not just about the monetary part, you're also investing your time, and time is the most valuable thing that you have. So whatever way it is, whether it's investing money on these types of things or investing your time, make sure you are investing in your self-development somewhere. I know for me, this is going to look like just investing my time more into certain podcasts and listening to certain podcasters on a mentor / coach level. And it's more so just going to be on furthering my personal development. Next is cultivating our confidence and style. Now, this goes without saying, but we do have to learn to love ourselves. We need to learn how to accept all of our imperfections and just become our biggest cheerleaders. And I know it's a lot easier said than done. I get it. But think about it. If we learn to just accept all of our imperfections, how powerful would we actually be as an individual? It would be so dangerous, because once you learn to accept your imperfections and live in it and learn to love it, there's nothing that anyone can do or say to you that will have you think otherwise. Nothing that anyone can ever do or say to you that can have you doubt yourself. That is power. And I'm talking about physical imperfections. I'm not talking about like personality imperfections. I don't think people should live in their personality imperfections. I feel like no one should just walk around being mean for no reason. I feel like if you are just a mean person, then yeah, you can work on that. I'm talking about like the physical aspect of your imperfections. Also, another great thing about a reset is being able to change your style and getting a fresh new wardrobe. And this is what I'm most excited about. Like, now that I'm a mom, I feel like this whole new era calls for a whole new style. And I'm having a great time trying to figure out what the hell that style is. I'm gonna start dressing more like a mom. People think like it's a frumpy look. I'm not going all stereotypical on that. I really just want to be very much like posh and kind of like put together, because I feel like because life is so chaotic, especially with a child, we are expected to look out of place, and I want to look the complete opposite. I want to look put together all the time. And then I still want to wear like form-fitting things, form-fitting outfits. I just want to be like less provocative. So far I've only really gotten like new loungewear because I really haven't been anywhere. But so I've really just kind of been focusing on new loungewear, new like active wear, just making sure I have like brand new sets, brand new leggings, just brand new things that are still like cute and comfy, so I can be like a cute comfy mom. And I've gotten like a few jackets and preparing for winter, so I'm having a great time doing it. This is my favorite part of a reset, is just like figuring out a new style. So definitely have fun with it. Figure out a new style. Start now so you can get your pieces now. So in 2025, you are that girl that you want to be. I've even started doing look boards on Pinterest for not just like winter, but I'm starting for spring and like next summer and things like that. So that way I can kind of keep my eye out for pieces that I would want to buy, you know, pieces that will match my new style. It's never too early to start planning. So get your mood boards ready, you guys. Next is strengthen relationships and boundaries. Every great reset calls for a relationship evaluation. Your friendships, your family relationships, your romantic relationship, they all need to be reevaluated. And this is something that I have been doing slowly but surely. I've been a little MIA because of the whole pregnancy journey. And I'm actually in this new era alone, right? I don't have any friends that are going through this journey with me. A lot of my friends have already gone through it when they were a lot younger. And so I'm really in this journey alone. But I have been paying close attention to those that have checked up on me throughout my whole transition. Ones that took the time out of their day to always check up on me, to make sure that I was good, to make sure that my daughter is good. Those are the type of people that I want to keep in my life, because even though I'm going through something that maybe they can't relate to at this point in their life, the fact that you still take the time out to check on someone is amazing. And those are the type of friendships that you want to keep in your life. Look, in 2025, I am trying to live to my full potential, right? So I only want to be around supportive and positive people. So make sure you are evaluating your circle, so that way in 2025, everyone around you are those who have your best interest at heart. You definitely want to keep people in your circle who are talking about certain things and who are involved in certain things, and just you want to make sure that as you're elevating, your group around you are elevating as well. And so pay attention to that. Pay attention to the things that they're calling you about. Are your friends calling you only when they need something, or only when they need a shoulder to cry on? When you go out to dinners and brunches, what are you guys talking about? Are you guys talking about leveling up? Or are you guys talking about the girls that are sitting at the table next to you? Are you gossiping? Are you talking about things in the long run? Are you making plans for, you know, new experiences? Like, pay attention to the things that your friends are chit-chatting about. And then also, you want to make sure you are setting healthy boundaries, okay? Saying no to anything and everything that you don't want to do. This is the hardest part, because I always try to make myself available for people, because you just never know who needs a listening ear. But also, I'm a mother, so, you know, my boundaries look like letting my phone go to voicemail, letting the text message sit there for a few hours, maybe days. I have to set those boundaries to keep me sane. I have to set those boundaries to be able to make the time to do the things that I want to do to get to where I want to be. So make sure that you are doing that for yourself as well. Make sure you are nurturing those important relationships, though, that are nurturing you. You know, pour into who is pouring into you. And hopefully those people do definitely understand your boundaries. Change takes time, but every small step is going to lead to a new transformation. So that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope that these tips and tricks were easy enough and maintainable enough for you guys to follow along and to succeed in them throughout the rest of this year going into 2025. I apologize about the lighting. The lighting went down. I have to record at a certain time because I'm a mother. So thank you for rocking with me. And please sound off below and let us know which step you plan on taking first to become that girl of your dreams before the new year. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed making it. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, smooches.
I won't let no one come and take your place, 'cause the love you give, it can't be replaced.